How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today we are checking out Avi Kaplan's Healing. So from what I was reading in the comments of the previous two reactions that I did for Avi Kaplan, some people mentioned that he left Pentatonics. He kind of had a breakdown, I guess just because of like all of the touring, and they kind of stuck to a certain path. They didn't really deviate from that, and I guess he felt kind of like stuck in that, so he left. Somebody mentioned he had kind of a mental breakdown, which does happen, and I guess like he took some time off, and then he started writing music again and doing his solo career. And I don't know if it was this song or if it was one of the first ones that he did, but they mentioned him healing. And the fact that this one's called Healing might have something to do with that. And kind of like his Feel Alright song, where it was like really orange and everything. This one has like a green background, so I don't know if the whole video is going to be green. Kind of like that one was like pretty orange and everything. But looking at like the color aspect of it and the emotions and everything that colors can bring, this one for green is often described as refreshing and tranquil. I mean, there's some other ones like money, luck, health, and envy. I mean, this is healing, so health, that is one. But then there's also like selfish and sick. But I don't think we're going for the envious route or anything like that, because it does kind of branch into multiple ways. But I think this is having to do with healing, because the song is called Healing, and just try to be tranquil and calm and everything like that. So I'm kind of guessing that's kind of what we're going with. So we'll see how the song goes and everything. The two songs that I've reacted to, he does have this powerful presence about him, so I'm kind of expecting that as well. So I'm excited to check it out. So I say we get started, but before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. Tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All my socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link. The link to the video we're reacting to is also in there. And without further ado, Avi Kaplan, Healing. Here we go.
House on fire, but there's no one home. Cloud of smoke, and we've all moved on. I've heard it said there's a reason why that I just can't find, but I have to try. Saw a man with his head in his hand, a tattered heart and his soul in the sand. I couldn't give him reasons, I couldn't tell him why, even if I tried, even if I tried. But there's a there's a there's a there's a
Wow, I mean, the melody itself, it kind of reminds me a little bit of it's got like a gospel feel to it a little bit. And like the song that kind of stuck out in my head the most is the Beatles' Let It Be, just like with the piano in that song. And like it just really reminds me of that melody. So there's a lot of green in the background, but up top there's a little bit of blue as well, and they kind of like mix together. And blue typically like can represent, sadness, but also it can represent like sincerity, wisdom, a bit of inspiration and imagination, and even freedom, which kind of like combining healing and freedom, like you're trying to like free yourself from the pain and everything. So maybe I'm looking way too much into color theory here, but I mean I feel like the color is kind of important in this with the background and everything. I feel like it obviously stands out. So I feel like that's kind of part of it. And looking at the lyrics where they're talking about house is on fire but there's no one home, and cloud of smoke and we've all moved on, to me, I don't know if that's like a literal, like this there's this actual building on fire and it's just nobody's home, or if this is more of like an inner kind of thing where like you're going through so much trauma and everything, but you're kind of just going through the motions. You're not really there. So I don't know if this is like more of an emotional inner self kind of thing, kind of reflecting inward, or if this is kind of more literal and all that. But I can honestly see it both ways. And just going through kind of like, as it was described, like a mental breakdown and everything, I can definitely see that. So if that's what it's really about and everything, and healing from that, yeah, I can definitely see that. I can say I've been there, I think a lot of people can relate to that as well. Quite a few people, go through mental breakdowns, myself included. I've, had panic attacks in the past and everything. And, you have to work on it. You have to work through all that trauma and everything in order to heal. And I think that's what's going on here. He's got a very powerful voice here. You can like feel the emotion that's coming off his song and everything, and it's great. Like for the majority of it, of what we've seen so far, he's kind of more of a silhouette, and it looks like we're getting to the part where he's facing the audience, so maybe that's like also a representation of him facing the mental breakdown and everything. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I say we go ahead and get back to it, so here we go.
Had love, but they had gave it all, but they gave it up. There's gonna be a time that it turns out fine, but it ain't tonight, and that's alright. 'Cause there's a healing, there's a healing. 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 There's a healing.
Wow. I mean, like even getting to like the third verse where they're talking about like it looks like it was like a past relationship where this person like gave it their all and they just left basically, and talking about how it's going to be okay, in the future at some point, but tonight it's okay to just let it all out. That's the first step of healing is just let it all out. So yeah, I mean, I think that kind of tracks. I think I was right. Hopefully I was right in my assessment and everything. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a great song. I really liked it. It's definitely got a powerful. It's kind of sad. It really is, but it to me it kind of has a bit of hope at the end as well. So, but yeah, I liked it. Ivy Kaplan, Healing. Great song, great performance. Would not mind checking out more. If y'all have any suggestions or any comments or anything like that, definitely drop it in the comments below. Would love to check that out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. Tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All my socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. The release schedule always drop a couple of days early on the socials, so if you want a sneak peek as to what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link. Each request is only $5 and it helps me out so much. The link to the video we're reacting to is also in there. If you made it to the end of the video, comment #Avi. I think that's it for this reaction. I'll check you out in the next one. Bye guys.